We are back with another video. Today we are talking about
a tough topic. It's a very tough one.
So when we are going or passing by Indian temples, we'll see it's very well structured, very rich of Indian gods. You see all the design there, very unique. But actually, who is the key for these all Indian gods? So in today's video, we are going to talk about Indian gods. There's only two key things to remember to know about Indian gods. So this is like the very bare bone of introductory. The key of this video is not to go deep into the story and dig who fight who wins, who is whose son, what is the relationship, nothing like that. Just as a general, as an audience who don't know Indian gods, when you watch this, probably you will get some insights. Let's dive into today's video, not too much nonsense. Yo, what's up guys and girls? I'm Kelvin and this is
Ramon, and today we are going to talk about a fun topic. We are not going to go on the nitty-gritty details, but we are going to talk in general that the gods of India. If you see from outside, then you will see that Christianity has one god, Muslim people have one god, but why India has like 50, 60 gods?
Oh my goodness, I'm so confused when I first go into the temple. Fun fact, actually I shoot Indian weddings as my niche. I focus on Indian weddings. I have a lot of Indian clients and friends anyway. So yeah, I've went through a lot of these all celebrations and their festivals, and also their ceremony is super different from Indian to Indians. So maybe you come from South, they're totally different practices.
So if you go to see Indian temples, mostly like, as a tourist you all must have visited Indian temples, and you will see that not every temple is the same.
Yeah, correct, exactly, true.
Every temple has a different statue, different person. On the top of the temple also there will be a lot of people, some with arrows, some sitting on animals.
I don't know what happened.
So much variety. You will see multiple headed people, you will see snake gods. Like there are many gods, and you will see at every part of India something else is followed, okay? So it's not that this is made up things. If you go to see all this, then you will find there are enough character in Indian gods like the Marvel series. So, and yeah, you thought that the Marvel universe is complicated, but no. Indian universe is much more complicated. You'll see that there is a lot of intricate connections, and if you are really interested and you're a reader or likes to go into history, I would say just go for it, and you will have a lot of fun reading about Indian god history, because it's a lot of strategy, it's a lot of wars, it's a lot of stories, and it's a lot of fun. So just you don't need to be in faith to worship those gods, but you can learn about their stories.
Like me, I'm so interested because you know why? Okay, where does the background comes from? Actually, my Indian colleagues, they are talking a lot about Indian gods. Then I'm actually surprised. As a Chinese, I don't know my own history. Okay, let's say you ask me about Buddha. Okay, I know Buddha is a guy sitting under a tree. That's all I know actually. and they have a lot of stories about Indian gods, and then who is whose son. And then when I understand more, Indian kids actually watch this all type of drama, cartoons, so that's why they know. And then when I'm kids, I just stare out the window and then I did nothing.
Yeah, so in India, mostly the teaching of every god has been on a decline, I would say. The families don't teach much to their kids about all the god stories, all the history. Maybe they themselves don't know 100% of it. So Indian TV series and all, they started making cartoons on it. Like very funny cartoons with the real story behind it. But they make it in a fun way so the children understand that what was the importance of this god Krishna, maybe Ganesha, Shiva. If I keep on naming, the list is very long. But I'm just talking about some famous names that you'll always hear. Ganesha is like everywhere. It is the most loved god. Ganesh Chaturthi is a festival that is celebrated full of party, welcoming Ganesha and letting him go. Yeah, we will be talking about more about.
Maybe before we dive into the god, maybe can we spend like 1 minute talking about caste? I think our audience, some of them didn't know about the caste. So maybe we know different type of Indian branches. Say Punjabi, let's say Hindu. Is Hindu a type of
Hindu, Muslim,
Muslim, Tamil,
Christianity.
And actually there's Christian in India, okay? You don't think Indians only practice Hinduism. Anyway, what is the caste thing? Tell our audience.
So the caste system is very different. If you just say Hindu, it doesn't even touch the surface, okay?
Yes.
In every caste, there is a sub-caste, you would say. That every caste is divided
like
into...
sub-branch. Sub-branch.
So there's a higher category, there's a middle category, there's a lower category. The past time, some categories of Hindus called that they can become teachers, people who pass knowledge. knowledge. And there are some categories of Hindus who can just learn and some who just serve. So yeah, so there were higher categories who consider themselves above everyone, and then there are lower categories who are just meant to serve. That was a norm. Now it does not exist that way in India, okay? Some people still believe that if my surname is this, then and my other one's surname is this, he's lower to me, so I can't marry him or I can't be friends with him.
Yeah.
This norms you'll find some places in India, but it is not common. People have changed a lot. But if you find it, just don't find it awkward. It's a normal thing in India. They can't do it outside because these cultures are not there.
Yeah, so I find it's a fun fact to know this all type of sub-branch thing. Very interesting. So different type of castes, they have different worship, even to the same god, same religion. Okay, today we are going to talk about the first god. The name is called Ganesha.
Ganesha.
Sorry guys, I will let him do it. How to spell?
Ganesha.
Okay.
Ganesha.
So this god is actually have an elephant head, okay?
This is also related to multiple gods, okay?
Yep.
So Ganesha is a god who was the son of Shiva and Parvati.
Okay.
Okay, so Parvati wanted a son. So she created with her goddess powers a son with turmeric paste and dirt.
And then it become clay. And then they use the clay to make a clay-made sun. That time, it doesn't have a name yet, okay? So why Parvati made a clay sun?
So Parvati really wanted a son, okay? So she decided she will make a son, and that time her husband was not home.
Yes.
She just decided that she'll make a son and give life to it.
Correct.
So she made a son, didn't name it, designed him with clay. If you go to see the story, everywhere you'll find clay only, but the original thing is like turmeric paste and dirt. So she made a son, gave life to him. Then she was overjoyed, okay? She wanted a son, she got it, she was loving him. And she thought that she'll go and get cleansed before, means actually introducing her son to Shiva. So when she was going to bathe, their house was not like today's houses, okay? It's a very open house and there are creatures around, people around, anybody can come at any time. So she left her son to guard the door.
Yes, correct.
And she went for bathing. And then Shiva came and saw this boy that he didn't know is guarding the gate. And Shiva is a great god of immense masculine energy who doesn't take no for an answer. So when he came there, the boy who didn't have a name guarded the place with his life and said that Shiva, you can't enter this place, because he didn't know Shiva and he was a stranger to him, and he just blocked saving his mother Parvati. Shiva, as the great god he is, got angry. In Hindi you call it krodh, anger, and just beheaded the kid immediately. He didn't think left or right, he didn't think who it is, what it is, he didn't want to know the backstory. How could a normal child stop a god? So yeah, he cut his head off. Then Parvati came moments later and she was like, you killed my son. And she was moping, and then she was very sad. Shiva, seeing this, his ego diminished entirely.
Yeah.
He told his followers that go outside, find the first animal whose head is facing north while they are sleeping. Their followers found an elephant, beheaded the elephant and got the head of the elephant to Shiva. Shiva, with his great god powers, attached the elephant head on the kid, which he had beheaded, and gave life to him again. Since then, the god Ganpati, Ganesha, the ruler of Ganas, came into picture. The great god who everybody loves, and you can also call he's the party god of India.
Party god, party.
Yeah, party god. When every year he comes and people party for many days and then let him go. So yeah, if you search Ganesha online, you will find that everybody will be saying.
Okay, right. So Ganesha is the backstory of elephant head god. Right, I'm going to talk about how this god is celebrated. So normally the festivals goes around end of August to early September. It goes around a week also in India. It's a very, very largely celebrated event. So you will see mostly very well decorated, huge statue of Ganesha, and a lot of people will carry it. And at the last day or like the previous day, they'll just do this very, very interesting action. They'll put the Ganesha into the water, which is called immersion.
I'm going to add to that. Keeping Ganesha in your house, it's a very holy thing, and celebrating the welcoming Ganesha. And there people keep Ganesha for different amount of times, okay? No, I don't know the exact dates, but it's like 3 days or 1 week or like 4 weeks.
Yeah, personal preference. There's some
it's not personal preference, but there is a religious norm that this many days you can keep. So generally the size of the statue you will see,
Very
if it is
different.
at home, it will be small. And if you want to keep it more, then some days they'll bring a little bit big. Then the one who stays for the longer time, you'll see it on the roads of India, one giant statue.
Yes, they're using lorry to carry it,
Yeah,
you know, with
it's-
the strings.
Yeah, giant statue. You will see that the more giant the statue, the great the celebration is in that area. So that statue will be going the last, and every day there will be party with prayers. First prayers happen and then celebration happens. It's always followed with celebration, and people enjoy the festival Ganesh Chaturthi.
Ganpati Papa.
Moria.
Yeah, that's what you hear. I once joined my Indian colleagues for this Ganesha celebration. So at the night, I went to their house and there's before the Ganesha arrive, okay? So they'll do very, very pretty decorations. There's even like small footstep of Ganesha at the path entering the door. And then we actually take a car to Little India in Singapore because they ordered the design there. And they'll carry the Ganesha carefully and then brought it to the house. And then after they put the statue inside the house, there's tons of puja going on, different type of, I don't know, they put the smoke around there. It's very, very holy, okay, this process. To join these events, we need to take veg for a few days. And then after this puja goes, and then there comes this small game. Because I think children in India, often after Ganesha is celebrated, they'll play some games, board
Taking
games.
the veg for few days, I can relate it with other cultures also. Like Christianity, you all have Lent season.
Yep,
in
yep.
that you leave something that you love for a month. And then there is Ramadan in Muslim, where that is also time of cleansing.
Yep, yep.
So similarly, Ganesh Chaturthi, a time of being holy, being mindful of what you eat, fasting. Fasting is also considered a way of respect towards gods. And also a fun fact on submerging Ganesha in the water. In foreign countries, I think it's a lot of frowned upon that people put Ganesha in the water, like they have no care of
Fun fact is my first time looking a big statue put in the water.
Yeah.
Okay, I know India, they celebrate a lot of festival and events, but this is the first time like I saw they put a big statue inside the water and it will melted away. And also fun fact, it's not actually a lot of pollution happening because right after the immersion the next day, people are going to clean out the beach like nothing else is there.
Maybe in India this might not happen everywhere, okay? Some people don't care about what pollution happens to the water, but that is totally based on their awareness and them not seeing the bigger picture. Generally, educated people, you would see, before it was like the statues were made of plaster of Paris and it would be drowned and then the aquatic life would have problem. That was a scene. But it's not like people stopped caring about that and they are just submerging their Ganeshas in the water. Alternate solutions have been thought upon and now materials are being used that dissolve in water and cause no harm to the aquatic life. And it has been mandatory in many places of India that you can't use anything that harms aquatic life when you're celebrating Ganesh Chaturthi and getting a statue of Ganesha. This is followed in foreign nations also. So when you see a Ganpati submerged in water, don't think that they are they are just being ignorant of the life in the water. They know that it will dissolve. They know that there will not be an issue. And in some vegetarian cultures also, the Ganesh statue turns out to be a food for the fishes also.
yeah.
That many people don't know. That would be an expensive statue, but who wants to do it, they will do it.
Yeah. By the way, it's huge sum of money invested into this big statue. Okay. To wrap out this point, let me talk about some of the key attributes of this Ganesha. The key thing for Ganesha is actually it will remove all the obstacles and bring good things into the what?
Yeah, prosperity in your life.
Prosperity.
When Ganesha comes to your house, every worry leaves your house. That is the saying of inviting Ganesha in your house. Your house will be full of prosperity, out of negative thoughts will go away, you will be peaceful, and the prayer you do towards Ganesha will not go in vain.
Fun fact, actually, if you start a new business, right, you will bring Ganesha into your shop or whatever to clear out all the bad things and only good fortune will come to you. Last, we'll talk about some of the attributes about this Ganesha. One thing where you notice a Ganesha image, you'll see a small mouse there. So let's talk about the mouse. It's like, from my understanding, someone just told me and I read online is the transporter for Ganesha. And it actually resembles something else.
Yeah, the mouse, I don't know the actual story of the mouse, but the mouse is a servant of Ganesha and it's also known as a ride of Ganesha. Like a human travels on the horse, he travels on a mouse.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, that's a norm. Even in cartoons, you'll see that he has a friend mouse that he travels on, takes him everywhere.
Okay, so research here, okay? The mouse under the Ganesha foot resembles that the Ganesha has conquer desire. And you can see that Ganesha has 4 arms it resembles 4 attributes of body, which is mind, intellect, ego, and consciousness. Alright, that's where we leave it for you guys. If you are interested, can Google search Ask ChatGPT Ganesha. Okay.
And you'll find a lot of history on him.
Yeah,
We just
correct.
touched the surface, okay?
Yeah, touch the surface.
There is a lot more to Ganesha than you can imagine. If you are into history, just go and online start reading about Ganesha.
Start reading, like I'm interested in Indian culture, just read about it. No harm it can do to you. Next, we'll talk about Shiva.
Shiva, the god of power, god of masculinity.
Okay, so Shiva is vastly celebrated as a key role to Indian gods. So Shiva is like the key destroyer and also the ultimate cosmic maker. It is responsible for the different cosmic cycle. It transforms things.
It's like the existence of life itself.
Correct.
It starts with creation. Once it is created, it has to be preserved.
Yeah.
After preservation, the ultimate goal is again destruction.
Yes.
According to the Indian mythology and the god Shiva.
Yep.
So it's like life has been created, it has to be preserved till a certain amount of time, then it is to be destroyed and then again created.
Yes. Yes.
So we have not reached the destruction point yet, and nobody knows when we'll be reaching. But yeah, Shiva is a symbol of all those three aspects.
Yep. So Shiva is a husband to
Parvati.
right. So referring to our previous story, is actually a family of history and a lot of relationship. We wouldn't go deep here. And you will find Shiva, the statue, it has third eyes actually here. I think some of the Chinese gods have third eyes anyway.
He doesn't have third eye all the time. The third eye opens
Opens only?
when he's angry or something divine is going to happen.
Yes. So it resembles wisdom and it destroys the ignorance and evil. Right. And then you'll see not Aquaman, I'm sorry. Okay, you'll see a trident here, golden trident. It actually resembles 3 aspects of existence, which is creation, preservation, and destruction, like what Raymond said just now. Okay, and important thing, the animal comes into picture now. Just now we saw the mouse under Ganesha. Foot, now we see snake around Shiva's neck. Okay, so tell us what is the snake resembling?
Snake is resembling control over death and evil. When I see snake gods in India, it also relates me to a Buddha story, okay? So Buddha, after getting his enlightenment, was meditating under the Mukalinda tree. Okay, so Mukalinda is a Naga king, means a snake king. And when Buddha was meditating, there was an unforeseen storm which lasted for 7 days, like thunderstorm, rains, heavy winds. At that time, from the lake nearby, the Mukalinda, the snake king, came, wrapped himself 3 times around Buddha, and with his multiple heads covered Buddha like an umbrella, and warmed him up and saved him from rain for those 7 days. After the 7 days, the snake king transformed into a person, and Buddha finished his meditation and saw the snake king. This also resembled peace that you get from treating creatures one and the same as everybody. So the peace he gets of not treating some other life form lower than him was a new learning for Buddha itself, that you respect others, others will respect you. All life forms are one and the same. Respect life, and you will earn the spirituality and peace that comes along with it.
So much morality and also knowledge into this video. Right, we're going to wrap this up. Right, so in 1 minute, we'll just tell what is the key takeaway of these Indian gods. By understanding it, gives me a lot of perspective, like what is the background story of the celebrations and different cultures thing.
I would say don't really focus on which god is how powerful, which god is weak,
right.
which god is the
Muscular,
best. It doesn't matter.
nothing, yes.
Yeah, I would say the beauty and towards the culture that is developed around each god, each state, each culture, what festivals they
And then different practices they
what
put in.
festivals they follow, different practices they do. The beauty of everything they have created towards our God is the thing that you need to see in India. That's what makes India much diversified. I would not say you need to follow this God, that God. You follow
correct.
anybody. You just treat people nicely, be humble, and everything will be good for you in life.
Correct. Okay, let's wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching. That's the end of this video, and I hope you guys like it. Get some inspiration of what is Ganesha and how's the celebration and the Shiva thing. Hope you guys love it and share it with someone might find interesting. Like, share, comment, and ask us any question down below, and we'll ask ChatGPT. No,
Yeah.
just kidding. I'll ask Raymond. Raymond is my ChatGPT anyway.
Hit the bell icon and click on something.
Anyway,
Click
click on
somewhere.
anything you like. Have a great weekend. See you guys. Bye.
In the next video.